There's a couple reasons. Still have not mastered like how to get the perfect like clip look. I'm gonna try that. But hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to New York for 2 weeks. So this is like my prep right before we go. I want to show you some products that I am obsessed with that give you like this tan, glowy, smooth look. This lip balm is definitely coming with me. This is the Kosas Plump and Juicy Collagen Lip Boost. It is all of those things. I showed this in my last video and I'm obsessed. But yeah, we're gonna talk about like body oil, my tan, all that good stuff. And yes, we are sitting on my bathroom floor because as I'm in here, I'm kind of like packing and I am gonna get a blowout. You guys are gonna come with me. So I wanna get like my shower routine all done. The first thing is, let's talk about body oil. This is what has been giving me like a shine. I don't have it on now, I'm gonna put it on though. It's by Necessaire. Is that how you pronounce the brand? Necessaire or Necessary? This is their fragrance-free body oil. And I was really interested in that. And it's so pretty. I do like fragrances when it comes to like body cream and stuff, but I find that like with a toddler and you know, she plays with my stuff. So I feel like, you know what, let me just get fragrance free. And I don't mind no scent because I like to just add scent with like my perfume after. I'm doing a mix of self-tanning and just getting a natural tan, like walking to the beach and just laying out or by the pool. And a lot of my tan was natural. I was pretty proud of it. And I find that when I self-tan and just get a regular tan from the sun, I start getting so dry. It starts looking very peely and it doesn't look smooth. So that's why I was online looking for a nice body oil because my cream just wasn't cutting it. Okay, so now let's get into the tan. So the first one is the face tanner that I use, and this is by Saint Tropez, and it says natural glowing skin. It really is that. You can even put this on after your makeup and it just makes your makeup look really like sun-kissed and dewy. It develops pretty quickly, like within like 20 to 30 minutes. So that's what I use, and this is coming with me in my suitcase. This, I actually have one of these in New York, so I don't need to bring this, which is really nice. This is my favorite self-tanner. I've tried a couple now, and I always go back to this one. This is Saint Tropez, the Ashley Graham collab. She knows how to make a self-tanner. So it's a mousse, and that's what I have on right now. I just love the color. Like, I used to loving tan. The color, it's gonna depend on your skin tone. This one works really well for me. So we just talked about how my tan fades pretty quickly unless I'm using like a lot of body cream or body oil. So the same for my face. So I did get a new face moisturizer. And this is so travel friendly. I love moisturizers that are in like a tube like this and it could just go in your makeup bag. So this is coming to New York with me. I'm in New York City, my skin is horrible, which makes me so sad because I love New York City. I needed like a thick, dewy moisturizer. I found this one on TikTok, Dieux, Dieux? I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's called Instant Angel. It makes your skin angelic. I'm not even kidding. See, it's very subtle, but it's a dewy glow. It's not like greasy or anything like that. And the last two things I'm bringing with me in my suitcase that pretty much always come. I might even have a Billie razor in New York, but I am out of the shave cream. And this is just like, this makes my legs and my armpits like butter, like so soft. I'm obsessed with the shave cream because it's a cream. It's not like a lot of the old shaving creams that I used to use when I was like a kid, like they're like shaving gels where it starts out like a gel and then it like all foams up. Those don't really work well for me. I think because I have extra dry skin, I need more of like that creamy consistency that even when you get out of the shower, you can still feel like a little of the creaminess. I love that. So, and my Billie razor is so fun for summer. So today's sponsor is Billie. You know I'm obsessed with Billie. I have been for a while. After my first collab with them, I actually spent my own money and getting their razors sent to my house like every 3 months. I also love that it's magnetic, so the way you just place it in your shower. None of the products that I mentioned, like the tanner or the oil or anything like that, are gonna work well when my skin is not shaved. So for me, the reason why I love shaving because it's also an exfoliation for your body. So that's why the tanner goes on well. That's why the oil goes on well. And occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally I do shave my arms. So I don't mind when it grows back how it's like a little bit of hair, but probably like every couple months I do shave my arms, and it just gives everything like a really smooth look. So yeah, these together, my legs, arms, armpits, bikini area, and this does say that it has coconut oil, it has aloe, and it's not too much of a scent if you're like me and you're worried about like shaving with like an overly scented shave cream. Like, remember when we were young, we'd buy like the berry and watermelon, and for my skin that's just a no. So if you guys want to check out Billie, use my code SamOzCrowd10. You're going to get 10% off the starter kit and the shave cream. I would highly recommend both of them. How should I wear it on the plane? Like this? Just down? Or in a clip?
Just down. Like today, you said.
Yeah, tonight.
So prior to pushback, either in the bag under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin.
That's mango. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we were just out getting yogurt parfaits, me and Violet, because Jared's at work, so we're having like a little date. And Violet picked these out. And I love this brand, HU, because, I mean, look at everything. No sunflower oil, no tapioca. They're dairy-free, which she does eat dairy, but soy-free is always really nice. Just like a really good brand, but she loves pizza, and these are delicious. I think we're gonna buy these more often. Yeah, honey? They taste like pizza goldfish from when you were a kid. So Jared got Violet this little soccer kit. Did you get this on Amazon? And, all the stuff was supposed to be like for her to wake up on her birthday, but we just can't. We've been giving her stuff. In the elevator, we're going to get our nails and toes done, and by we're, I mean you and me. I just got my nails done, as you just saw, and I added on a little massage. Look who I just found, this DILF. Look at this DILF. Look at how pretty.
I know, the sparkles are wild.
We're in big trouble that she fell asleep though at 5. City. I have to show you the window that I'm filming in front of right now. Such a pretty view. It's such a pretty day today in New York. I've been seeing these videos, Healthy Girl Summer, and it's so funny because I was at Target before I came to New York, and I saw that they were already putting up the Halloween display, and you guys know I just love fall. Got all excited. So I'm on YouTube kind of coming up with some ideas, and I saw these Healthy Girl Summer videos, and it got me realizing that like we are always the next step. Like, we're never enjoying this present moment of like right now. We're enjoying like, oh, fall's coming, can't wait for fall. Oh, like, but before it was like, can't wait for summer, right? We were all like excited for summer, and then it's, I can't wait for fall. And on top of all of that, my daughter is turning 2 on Tuesday. With kids especially, you want time to slow down. I feel like I was just filming my pregnancy series for you guys. I feel like I was just filming my postpartum series and day in the life with a newborn. I feel like I was just doing all of that. It brings me to what I want to talk about with my Healthy Girl Summer video. Guess what? It is still summer. Let's enjoy summer. So I made a list in my phone, and when I was putting this list together, I was like, okay, so when I go back to Florida, and I was like, no, I'm doing it again. I am starting today, like literally while we're in New York, while we're on this trip, starting these tips now, and I hope you guys enjoy them. The first for me, you guessed it, it's living in the present. I was listening to this podcast and this woman was talking about how we need to enjoy the things that we're excited for in that moment. So she used the example of coffee and how she can't wait for her morning coffee, and hello, that's me. But how even with all of that, we still like rush it. Like we're drinking our coffee, and if you have a little one like I do, you're like making them breakfast, or maybe you're kind of cleaning up, when really I was in my best mindset. Wake up at 5:30. You guys remember I filmed some videos like that, and I would drink coffee by myself outside with like a little sweater on. And I was in that moment. I was taking in coffee by myself, something that I really enjoy, and nature. I love being outside. I hate being indoors. And I was being present in that moment. I think that that is such an overlooked healthy habit that everyone can start implementing. If you look forward to going to the gym or going to Pilates, be there, be in that moment. Now, for content creators, it's a little tricky because you want to be in that moment, but then you also need to share that moment because everyone wants to see like your real life, the real things you do. You don't want to see me like in a studio reading off a script or like curating things that I don't normally do. You don't want to see that. You want to see the real things that I like. So what I found for anybody else that's doing that, what I've been doing is I'll take a little video, just on video on my phone, not Instagram, because once I open Instagram, it's like DMs are coming in or comments or something. So I'll just take a little video on my phone of that moment and then share it whenever. Okay, my second thing is something that really helped me during my postpartum journey. I would listen to podcasts. So when I'm on my walk, I will be listening to a podcast. I fell off of it when I started doing more walks with my daughter because we'd be singing or she'd want to hold my phone and look at pictures from earlier in the day or something. But I am making it a habit again where I'm listening to podcasts because I got really into podcasts when I was postpartum, and I really feel like that's what made my postpartum routine so nice, and it felt like I was doing something for myself. And I would listen to all different topics, from real estate to anti-aging tips to healthy habits to just hearing people do solo ones and like do Q&As. I felt transported. I didn't feel like I was home alone doing laundry, and that felt so good. And maybe you can relate to this if you are postpartum, or maybe you can relate to this if you have a long car ride commute and it's like the same commute and you've listened to every song and now it's just like getting boring and it's something you're not looking forward to. Like I would look forward to doing the laundry because that would be when I would put on my podcast. My third one is working my way back to my 5:30 routine. Summer vacation, we are fully on it. My husband, my daughter, my dogs, like my dogs sleep in. We are all sleeping in till like 7:15, which does not sound late probably to some people, but it is for us. And it is, especially when my husband likes to leave for work at 8:45. I feel like in the morning we're just like very rushed. I also do have a part-time sitter and she comes at 8:30. So I just feel like when we wake up, we're all like rushing to get everything ready. And that's not how I want to wake up. And also, I want to wake up before everybody else, so I get that alone time. Now, since I've done this routine plenty of times of like trying to wake up earlier, what I know is that you can't cold turkey it. The next morning, like if I were to wake up at 7:30 today and then tomorrow try to wake up at 5:30, I would probably just hit snooze. What I'm going to do is, just like the book Atomic Habits, I'm going to be waking up 15 minutes earlier each day, working my way up to that. My fourth tip is reading. It feels so weird that I haven't been like immersed into a good book in a long time. So easy to say you don't have time to read. It's so easy, but I really do feel my best when I'm reading or listening to a book. So the book I'm listening to right now, I'm almost done. I'm like pretty much done. It's Bethany Frankel's book. I love like books like that. Bethany Frankel, Business is Personal. A lot of like golden nuggets in that book of like tips with relationships and business. Like in my YouTube career, there has been, people don't really talk about that side of YouTube. Like I feel like Hollywood and like actors expose people all the time, but people don't always talk about that side of it, like that influencers aren't always treated the best or treated nicely. a lot of times actually what's out there and what's put out there is that influencers aren't always the nicest or this or that, but I've gone to events in LA, especially where there was like some celebrities there, reality TV there, and influencers were not treated nicely. Even myself, there have been times where I wasn't necessarily treated the best, and what I've learned from this book, from Bethany Frankel's story, is that you don't have to burn bridges with people. You don't have to like go trash them. Anyway, now we're kind of going on a side note, but it's good to listen to books, especially for me. Like it's good to listen to things where I can relate to that person. And my last one, my fifth one, I actually want you to listen to this. So I listened to this on TikTok, and I just thought, okay, I need to do this. I need to get out a piece of paper and I need to write. I need to write more. I need to get things out of my head, and I need to put them on paper.
You get out a piece of paper, physically write down, concretely, clearly, as detailed as you can, your ideal dream life. And then every day, as soon as you wake up, ask yourself, when you open up your piece of paper, what am I doing to make this my current reality?
That's my last tip. We're gonna write down our ideal life, and then we're going to see what are the things that we're doing to make them happen. If you're not living your ideal life right now, there's a couple reasons. One, maybe you don't even know what your ideal life is. There's so many times that we're scrolling through Instagram and we're like, goals, goals, goals. But like, do we actually want that? I know for me, I don't want this career that I'm like traveling and going other places and doing all these different things. Even though I might see that on Instagram and that's inspiring for someone, I like to be home making dinner, cooking for my daughter and husband. That's like what my ideal life is. That's just to draw the comparison that like you might see things on social media that you think are really cool, but if you actually had that, that wouldn't be your ideal life. So like, that's why it's so important to get so micro and get so like niche and like write down what is your ideal life, and are you taking the steps to get there? Because this is what's going to get you your ideal life. This is what's going to get you closer. Come up with your ideal life of what you want and you write it down. It really does work because it puts you in the position, it puts you on the path to get those things. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Also, don't forget to check out Billie. You guys can get started with the starter kit. You can pick out your color, and I will leave my code and everything in my description box.
Comment down below your favorite podcast, your favorite book, any of your summer healthy girl habits. Love to know. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.